When you hear the term domestic violence or abuse, many of you may assume you're talking about an adult relationship. Joining us this morning to talk about how prevalent teen abuse is Christine Kobe. She's a violence prevention educator with ACT. Good morning. Welcome back.
Thank you.
This is fascinating to me because I think I am one of those that assumes that, abuse isn't going on, between teens. This is an adult issue. This is what people learn to do when they're adults.
Right.
But this is probably happening more often than we realize with our teens. So what is it that you're seeing that's going on with students that maybe should be some red flags?
I would say that whatever our kids are doing and utilizing is their form of activity and social engagement is where the abuse is going to happen.
Okay, so automatically I think online, I think on their phones.
Right. We see the tops of their head. They're in their phone. And so if they're in their phones and they're texting and they're calling constantly or using different apps, that is how an abusive partner is going to try to control them.
Really? So give us an example. What are we seeing, more often than not with how this kind of starts?
So if I'm out with my friends and he's constantly texting me, where am I, who am I with, what am I doing, who else is there, when am I going to be finished, when am I going to be home, why aren't I texting him back right away?
And I think when you go into the schools, which you've told me, you think, okay, is teen abuse happening? Everyone says no. And then you say, how controlling are you with, who you're letting your friends, talk to, your boyfriend, your girlfriend?
Right. And, this is something that girls are doing too. When I go into an assembly and I mention that, they start giggling. They start looking to each other and saying, oh, no, I do that. I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to do that. They'll even ask. So what you're saying is that's a form of control? Yeah, it is.
Wow. All right. So what's your take, because we know we have a lot of parents watching this morning. So how can we as parents make sure that our kids are not kind of engaging in that controlling behavior, which oftentimes may be, is abuse that we don't realize that may lead into that?
I would say to talk about what respect is and how do you show your partner that you respect them regardless of the age, whether they're teens or whether they're, young adults or adults. We need to talk about what a respectful relationship looks like, and if there are some problems or maybe even some self-esteem or insecurities that are going on.
And that's got to be where that's got to be where it starts, and maybe why people think this is okay, or students think it's okay. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is. And if it's again so normal, if everyone's doing it, then why would they think it's wrong?
Yeah. All right. Well, what's the take home? What do you think students and parents need to understand, and how do we change that culture when, again, we're just seeing their top of their heads?
Yeah. I think my biggest thing is just to what I'm telling them is to raise the bar on what you consider your normal.
Raise the bar.
Raise the bar.
All right. Well, Christine, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I love when you're here. I love what you do, what you provide, what ACT does for the community, and it's priceless, really. So thank you, Christine. Of course, you can find out more info by heading to our website, fox4morningblend.com. Southwest Florida may not see the harsh reality of winter like our friends and family to the north of us, but that doesn't mean our skin doesn't feel some effects of the changing temperatures this time of year. Up next, what you need to know about winter skincare.